Hey there, how's it going, Scarefest fans? Glenn here from FakeShamp.net, and how you all doing? I hope you're doing well in these crazy times, and I say that with a smirk on my face because I bring to you a film that's not gonna help your anxiety at all. In fact, if you're struggling through these, let's face it, awful times, this film might be a bit much. But I'm sorry. For the rest of you, this one is absolutely awesome. All right, so once again, I'm presenting you with a film that isn't specifically horror, but it is most definitely horrific. And it occupies those ambiguous fringes of the horror genre, so I think it qualifies for Scarefest television. It's called These Final Hours, and it's absolutely stunning. And I'm going to tell you right now that it is on Amazon Prime, Hoopla, Tubi, and YouTube in America. And I'm telling you this because you should do yourself the favour and watch it immediately after Scarefest television finishes. The film begins in the Western Australian city of Perth, and it begins 10 minutes after a giant asteroid hit the Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that means you guys. What that means for us here in Australia is that we've only got 12 hours left before the entire country is wiped out by a giant firestorm and joins the rest of the world in oblivion. It is really heavy stuff, and the film is just harrowing. It stars Nathan Phillips, who is a face you might recognise from Wolf Creek and a bunch of other films, both Aussie and American, and he plays a guy who has no intention of wasting a single minute of his final hours on Earth, and he sets out to reach a massive end-of-the-world party where everybody plans on disgracing themselves into annihilation. What the trailer doesn't show you all that much of is that his car gets stolen, and then he comes across two men who've kidnapped a young girl and plan to rape her in their final hours. Very, very heavy stuff, I know. But our main character saves her and lets her tag along with him, so it's all good on that front. As they travel, at first, she proves to be a fly in his ointment when all he wants to do is party, but before long, she does convince him to look for her dad so that she can be with him in the end, and suddenly this guy's personal quest becomes much more of a gallant and noble cause. But that's really all I'm going to tell you about the film because there is so much great stuff to discover for yourself. It's an absolutely stunning film that is shot so beautifully. Western Australia is the sunburnt side of the country, isolated all the way over there on the western coast, and that is captured so effectively with this amazing cinematography, so it's just delightful to look at. But those who are easily offended might want to pass on this one because the film is full of debauchery. I mean, honestly, imagine the things that people would do knowing that there are no longer consequences. Yep, suffice to say the film is full of sex, drugs, violence, and shameless debauchery. But that kind of makes it all the more powerful. The director of the film is a guy called Zach Hilditch, and he's since gone on to work in America, having since made films like Stephen King's 1922 and the new Netflix release Rattlesnake. And yeah, if you recognise the little girl in the trailer, well, that's Angourie Rice, who has since gone on to become a Hollywood actress herself. Anyway, this is excellent stuff. In fact, it's not all that unlike Cargo, which was a film I presented a few weeks ago. It's got that moral ambiguity that's smothered all across the screen, and the film leaves you with so many mixed emotions. It's like being sucker punched in the gut, really, but it is also invigorating and fantastic. Yeah, look, I'm not gonna lie, it's a really powerful film, and just watching the trailer alone screws me up. I've seen the film several times, and if that trailer had any effect on you whatsoever, you didn't even get to hear it. Well, if you were affected by it, then the film is going to do a number on you. You're going to need a stiff drink. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to catch my podcast every week. Good Movie Monday drops every Sunday in America because of that crazy time difference. And last week I had Mick Garris, Hollywood heavyweight, on the show, and it's a really cool interview, so go back and have a listen to that. And then don't forget Scarefest Reanimated. That's every Wednesday night your time, and we're counting down the days until CyberCon, and it's just about here. So until next week, have a good one. Hope you recover from that film. Hope it comes from the trailer. Ciao.